Hello friends out there in YouTube land, Robert Ham here with Robert Ham Photography. Today is Monday, October 2nd, 2017. That means it's another weekly update, and boy, have I been packed with all kinds of things going on. Don't forget, last week came out of a photo booth with the khaki ball. I've got some zebras and things to photograph for a local farm, and continuing on, it's October, man, and October is where my month gets busy. Busy for the fall going into winter. So school portraits beginning October 18th for 3 weeks through there. Don't forget also photo booths. Photo booths are like every weekend right now throughout December. So I'm almost booked up on photo booths right now, and that's a lot of fun. And because of that, it's time to kind of take some thought and refresher when we think about things like photo booths and school pictures. Don't forget, each year I make a new video about doing portraits or making a photo booth on location, either for schools or corporate events or even for weddings and things like that. Now, because of that, I've got 5 years worth of playlists on both the school portraits playlist as well as the photo booth playlist. It's like 4 or 5 different videos in each one that can share with you what I do. Each year I update these videos and update the techniques just so I can have a better, more improved process, and when I figure things that work better for me and detail that there. So be prepared for those videos. Of course, this week I've got a couple of videos dropping. Number one is going to be just a fun little video to bring you guys with what I do at the beginning of fall with my food preparation. I know it's crazy, but I make cakes and pies. It's a scratch kitchen in this house most of the time. I really am very proud of the things that I produce and my sweetheart produce. And this week I'm going to share with you how I make my potato kale soup, a soup that I actually call Amish Fields, and a pumpkin pie, which is great. I love pumpkin pie. And so from scratch, you've never tasted anything like a pumpkin pie that you baked yourself from the pumpkin in the field. That's really cool, and it's very easy too. As you'll notice in the videos, it's just a couple of ingredients and about 3 hours to produce both of the dishes. So how cool is that? And guess what? My happy little Mr. Pookie follows me along with that, so be prepared for that video to drop sometime this week. Also, I've got a couple of questions out about pressure at weddings, and I want to do, I guess, just a more of a photography talk kind of video. So I've got one about model and talent and what your role is as a photographer, or at least what my opinion, my thoughts on what my role is as a photographer at someone's wedding or paid event. This is important because you introduce and interact with a lot of people that can kind of get on your nerves and kind of get under your skin a bit. And so I would like to talk about how you work with that for things like photo booths where you might encounter that. Or maybe there's just some really photosensitive guest there that doesn't like any picture that you take of them. So I want to talk about that with you for just a minute. And actually, I've got another Q&A video, but I can't think of it right now. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into the ham camera portion of this, and that's going to be quite simply, I've been doing so much work with my photography business, the business that actually makes money for me right now, that I have not been posting many updates on the ham camera. Good news is the ham camera is still alive and kicking, but I have been swamped with work. You guys have seen a drop in my videos right now over the past 3 weeks, almost a month, because I have been constantly doing something. And I'd like to share more of that information and stuff with you, but school's back. So, you know, I've got homeschooling Robert during the daytime. My other son, Ira, he goes to school. And then I've got to work on clients' bids and proposals in order to generate revenue and things like that and run the business. So it's a busier time of year altogether. So right around October timeframe is when things kind of drop off video-wise for me, and I'm going to try to pick that back up. Don't forget, I still have a Q&A series that I do every other Thursday, and don't forget Mint. I still work with Mint in order to provide really cool co-hosting conversations about the TL70 with either Anthony Jones, which has been our special guest and most likely co-hosts most of the time, but other guests as well. So there's a lot of fun stuff that's going on right now. I'm definitely interested in you guys' feedback and comments, so don't forget to hit me up down below. I want to thank you for watching. Be on the lookout for some of these fun videos, and I'll catch you on the flip side.